All right. Thank you so much, Courtney. Well, the grocery store aisles are full of foods that seem to be healthy, right? But a lot of these things are actually sneaky junk foods. Seem to be good for you, but guess what? They are not. Felicia Stoller is a registered dietitian, exercise physiologist, and author of Living Skinny in Fat Jeans, the healthy way to lose weight and feel great. She also hosted TLC series, Honey, We Are Killing the Kids. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
All right. It's a good topic of conversation. All that stuff when you go to the grocery store and you think, I am doing a good thing for my kids, turns out not so much.
Well, that's right. Some things maybe are good and some are not.
All right. So let's start here with the Fruit Loops, because who doesn't love this, right?
I know, right? And even though they are made with whole grain.
And 5 colors of the rainbow, too.
Right, 5 colors of the rainbow. Yeah, it's not exactly the best, sort of source of calories. And I love cereal, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that particular one I would avoid.
Okay.
Sometimes we look at things on labels and we're not really sure what we should be looking for. Things like having a fat-free salad dressing versus a regular salad dressing. Things like ketchup, and even some of the yogurts are loaded with sugar. And jerky, which I happen to like, some have more sugar added to them than others.
Okay, but you've got some things on here that I would think are good for you. The yogurt?
Right. Well, I would suggest having more of a plain yogurt versus one that's filled with a lot of flavors. I mean, let's face it, after all, do we really want orange cream flavored yogurt? I mean, it doesn't come out of a cow tasting like that, right? So,
right.
Think about, some of the flavors that are out there, again, are a little bit much, I think, as far as having to add so much extra sweeteners and flavoring to make it taste like that.
You've got something simple on here like ketchup, which we eat with everything, especially little kids.
That's right.
I've seen kids eat it with like their eggs, which I never understood.
One of my children used to dip their carrots in it, so yeah not so
Tastes
great.
Good.
But again, look at the label when you can. When you're at home, you can choose. When you're in a restaurant, you can't be so picky. But there are some other sweeteners that are out there that are better for you. And we were talking before also about added sugars in the diet, that the typical or average American consumes at an excess of 5 pounds of sugar
a
month.
A month.
So this 5 pounds a month. So that adds up to a lot of calories. It adds up to a lot of weight gain. I know.
Our floor director's about to barf, but it's okay.
I know. But, so again, what happens is food industry tries to come up with some alternatives. There's a lot of different, what we call non-nutritive sweeteners. People call them artificial sweeteners. Some of them are not artificial because they're actually found, in nature, like stevia is a plant. And there are different stevia products that are out there. There were the original ones, and then what I brought for you to try is something that's relatively new called Pyure, which is organic, which is stevia. And I have to say, I am a super taster, so I generally find all of these sweeteners to be rather distasteful.
Right.
It's just the way my taste buds react. But I wanted you to try this.
Okay, let's see.
Because this one's great. And this, not only is this organic, but it's reasonably priced. You can find it at Walmart, at Target. What do you think?
I mean, I notice a difference.
Yeah, it's a slight difference if you're accustomed to it, but it doesn't have as bitter of like that back taste afterwards.
And I know people always bring up concerns about using some of these artificial, I guess, sweeteners.
I think you could swap it out. Maybe for certain foods, like if you want to make some beverages. I know some people, instead of drinking a soda, want to drink an iced tea, but they want it sweetened because they don't like it unsweetened. Or think about coffees. Think about all of the flavored drinks that people have.
Everything in moderation,
I used to tell a friend of mine when she would go to Dunkin' Donuts, like, why don't you just eat the donut? Because by the time you're done with all the cream and all the sugar that gets added in there, you have more satisfaction chewing it.
Okay. Right. So now you've told me all the stuff that's bad for me.
More bad.